Oh, now. Oh, now. Oh, now. 9. We're here on episode 9. It's so special, it could be mine. But it's not, it's yours and mine. 9. K&A Podcast. 9. I mean, keep going. Well, sorry, am I being paid for this?
No.
Okay, right, I'm done. When you wake up in the morning sun, you feel like you're a special one, and you can touch your mum. 9. What the hell?
Yeah, we're finishing on that.
Yeah, touch your mum. I do actually like your mum, Aidan, just to let you know.
Okay, I think she likes you.
I've been practicing my singing. I didn't know if you noticed.
No.
Give us it again.
Well, I just did that whole when you're here. No, that was me. No, it wasn't.
You can recognise Ben's tones from
Far.
several hills away.
Mounds.
So anyway, back to the podcast. Hello Ben.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
I'm great. So this is the podcast.
This is it.
Yeah.
You've been listening to?
So when I imagine it, when I'm at home, I just think of the two of you and your guest as just sat around a laptop, not with any microphones, but actually I turn up and it's actually like a studio, and I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah, you've got headphones on and
I've got headphones, I've got a
proper
beer.
mics.
Yeah, you always get a beer here.
I did not know that.
What are you drinking?
Well, I don't know. Are we allowed to advertise?
It's fine, yeah, we're not getting paid.
It's Fanta.
Fanta.
And it's Proper Job. Cornish IPA. St Austell Brewery.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's nice.
Have you?
Yeah, it's in St Austell. It's in Cornwall.
Okay.
Fact.
There you go.
Just let you know.
3 for a £5. Can't go wrong.
And all three have gone.
So, in a sentence or two, Ben, can you sum up what you do and why we have invited you onto this?
What do you mean, what do I do? In life?
Yeah, just give us an overview.
Okay, well, I produce children. From
How many?
I've got 2.
2.
One...
Ages?
8 and 9 months.
Oh, that's tough, is it?
It's alright. It's very good fun. I love them to pieces.
Yeah.
Have you got kids?
I've acquired one, which is fantastic.
What, did you find it?
I found him in the house that my girlfriend lives in.
Oh, lovely.
And it was fantastic. No, he's great, but it's an eye-opener, isn't it?
It is. If you like your sleep, then don't do it. But no, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's amazing. But my main reason I'm here, Aidan, apart from what comes out of my testicles, is I sing.
Not penis.
It does come out of the testicle. No, because the sperm is...
Initially, he does. He's right. He's on it.
Okay, well, he knows his stuff.
Right, okay. Here's the education for you.
Okay.
In the bit that's below the penis,
Okay.
is the testicles,
Okay.
is where the sperm is stored. It's like a sack of sperm, and when enough...
Carl just give me a look like,
friction-
oh my god, what have we done?
bear with this. You'll learn something. It's a lesson. So when enough friction is created on the shaft of the penis, then why are you laughing? This is fact.
No, it's true.
You want
It's
to know?
factual.
This is
I didn't really want it, no.
a learning podcast. Anyway, then sperm comes out and creates a child. But yeah,
What, every time?
most times.
Oh, God.
Most times, yeah. Every time. No.
That would be
weird.
amazing, wouldn't it? That would be a different world.
How many kids would you have had
Oh, my God. 4?
today?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, lordy.
So yeah, I'm a
Okay,
singer.
so apart from
Friction.
producing children, what else?
Well, I am a singer and a songwriter and a performer and a local legend, basically.
Apparently, who said you were a local legend? Wasn't it a pub?
Well, no, it wasn't a pub. It was a venue, different from a pub. Okay, so it was a venue. It was called. God, what was it called? I forgot what it was called.
God.
The cafe, Sound Cafe. Oh my God.
The Sound Cafe.
No, it was in town. It's now a steakhouse. They knocked it down. Oh, it was so.
Oh, so your local legend went well then?
Yeah. I was the last person to play there.
You'd
Last
be a
person-
good person to ask, actually. Obviously, I keep mentioning I've been away for a long time and I'm just fresh back-ish.
Vietnam.
Yeah, terrible.
Where have you been?
Australia, mate.
Oh, yes, of course.
But that's one of the things I've noticed. All the venues have gone.
Yeah.
And you guys would have been sat around watching that happen because you obviously played them time and time again, and now you're like, whoa, just Talking Heads is gone. They're all gone.
Loads have gone, haven't they?
It's mad.
It is weird. It's slowly one by one they're going. There's a few hanging on in there.
Is there any more popping up? No.
There is a couple.
Heartbreakers.
Heartbreakers has popped
we
up.
played the other night, which was good. Mm-hmm. That's great.
But Heartbreakers has been many different venues. It's just had a branding changed all the time.
I didn't realise that's where I had my stag do till I turned up in it.
That's
So I was
really funny.
It's true, isn't it? That's where the stag do was.
That was downstairs. That's
Yeah.
on YouTube as well.
Yeah,
and it's terrible.
Don't Google that.
It's one of my worst performances ever.
Were you inebriated?
I was inebriated and also under duress, if I remember. I can't remember. It's just a terrible video of me.
All right, do Google that.
Yeah, I think we'll all check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a singer. And I play all around Southampton, and also write songs. And I've done quite a lot of things in the years that have gone by with you, and actually with you, Carl.
Yeah.
Occasionally
We've played together many times.
Have you?
That's it.
played.
Well, not together
as
but in the same. We shared the stage, same
shared
stage.
stages. Yeah.
What, as Toupee? When you were in...
Yeah, Toupee and Sign Style. We probably did. I don't know. It was probably
So
loads
definitely, I've played with Toupee, but I can't remember it. It's so long ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, it would have been 15 years.
Toupee was Grant Sharkey, wasn't
That's right. Yeah.
it?
Cool.
His stuff is amazing. Absolutely brilliant.
He's going so hard and strong. He's so busy.
Yeah.
But
He listens to this.
Does he?
He does listen to this.
Right, okay, here's my Grant Sharkey story. If you haven't heard of Grant Sharkey, check him out now on Spotify, because that's what I did. One day, I
don't think he's on Spotify.
There he is. I swear.
I'm going to do
Check
it.
it out.
Keep talking, I'm
No,
gonna
he's
check.
definitely on Spotify, because I saw a picture of him. He was wearing very, very, very little. It was in like a Union Jack pants.
Yeah.
And I just...
He is on Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. And then I
Correct thyself.
was thinking, what's Grant doing? Because I've known Grant for years through Talking Heads and Toupee. I remember seeing them when I was about 10. And I just found him on Spotify and just listened to every album. I thought it was amazing.
Who's got their phone on? Ben.
Well, no, it's not me.
No, it was me.
See that?
So quick to blame.
I like that. Blame the guest. I mean, you don't even know your ringtone. So yeah, Grant Sharkey's fantastic. Yeah, a great songwriter.
Hi, Grant.
Yeah, hi Grant.
Evening.
Yeah, when he's famous, can we support you, Grant? Great.
So you are. Let's right. So say it slowly for me. What is your surname?
Okay, so my surname is Dlugokecki.
Dlugokecki.
That's how I say it. I'm so
Have you-
chuffed I got that right.
Dlugokecki.
Can you reel off some of the wrong versions of that you've heard? I know my favourite is Dlugokecki.
Dlugokecki.
I like that.
Okay, so it's Polish, and I've got the ones that didn't really go right were Dlugo can't ski, which annoys me because I can ski.
Yeah.
Like I've done skiing.
Yeah.
Snowplow's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know any other skiing. So Dlugokecki is the most.
Dlugokecki.
My favourite bit is when the banks ring you, or like the insurance people, and they go, "Can I speak to Mr.
Ben.
Fucking hell." And then it goes like, why the hell, Jesus, Dlugokecki.
You can see them thinking, why did I go for this stupid job?
Just call me Ben.
Yeah.
It's easy. Yes, Dlugokecki was my granddad's name. He came over during the war.
So male is Dlugokecki and female is Dlugokecka.
Yes, girls.
Even if you're part of the same family, that's the way the Polish do it.
Yeah, Polish tradition to have a skiing.
Is that right? I did not know that. That's interesting.
So yeah, your daughter's got a different surname to you, which is quite funny.
It is funny for her, and when she realises that we've got different names. It also, when we do finally become famous, my band, Dlugokecki, which we hopefully will.
Well, we've been trying for 15 years. It's got to happen at some point.
I mean, there is got to be a point where you go, well, it's really not happening.
We've reached the heights of Hollyoaks.
No, go butthole surfers. You know what I mean? Just wear the bastards down. Just keep going until they relent and like you. That's how it works.
I like the way you said the heights were Hollyoaks.
Yeah, I'm right though, aren't I?
I don't know. The heights were probably supporting Sandy Tom 3 times.
No, she supported us once.
Yeah, and then we supported her twice.
Yeah.
No, that's the highlight.
Yeah, I
sure.
think you're right.
But
my first gig for you, because I play bass in your band. I'm sure you know, but I'm informing
listeners
the
know that. They would have googled Aidan Hampson and realised, God, he's the bassist from Dlugokecki.
So my first gig for you was a trip up to Nottingham to the Rescue Rooms, being supported by Sandy Tom. I was like, oh my God, this band is amazing. I'm gonna have this is gonna go places.
Is that what you thought?
And then you just told me that was the highlight. That was the height of the.
That was your first one.
Is that your first gig?
That was.
Wow. That was a good night. That was 10 bands in 10 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they did that for our friend Margie.
It's mad, isn't it, how you can pick out gigs in your life and you kind of remember a lot of them. Like, you know what I mean? Even though you've done dozens and dozens and dozens, you can always pick them out and go, oh, do you remember that one? Do you remember that one? Yeah, what happened there?
So you're in Caroline's Capuchin.
Yeah.
Capuchin.
Yeah.
What was their best gig?
Oh, what would you say?
I don't know, actually.
Tell Ben about the one at the school.
Oh, brilliant. We played, I think, to try and get a bit of a recording session. What was it? School?
I might have to bleep that out.
What? School?
Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. It's not my podcast.
Well, bleep it out anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, we played in front of the whole school on the school field in the height of summer, just before they broke up, obviously, not in the summer holidays. That would have been foolish. But and so we're all there, we're playing, and they all just get walk down, they sit down, and there's hundreds of them. And I'm thinking,
Yeah, and they're about 50 metres away.
50 metres away, right back.
It's really weird.
So it's a bit odd, but anyway, we're just sweating and just playing our tunes, and I'm thinking, this is going, and they clap a little bit, and 4 of them did, I think, out of about 600 that are watching. And then I'm thinking, right, I better talk in the microphone, which I'm crap at, amazing at.
Yeah.
But so I'm like,
do the listeners know that Caroline Capuchin are an instrumental?
Band,
we talk about it literally every podcast.
Okay, good.
It's like a little side promotional engine. But I just say, right, oh, come on, because we could play a ton of covers between us, and we have done in Caroline's time, you know. And I said, so who's your favourite bands then? You know what I mean? And this kid at the front, this buffhead-looking kid, goes, "Not you."
Ooh.
Yeah, burn.
Tough crowd.
That's a terrible band.
So then we just played the next 4 songs silently and got the hell out of there.
So that was the best
That was
gig.
the best gig. That was the best gig we've done.
Oh, wow. The only way is up. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yaz.
Oh,
Pretty much. Should have.
That's a good idea.
What's the most recent cover we did? Was Tears for Fears, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes, we did. Yeah, that's right.
Only in soundcheck, mind you.
Yeah.
Well, so wait a minute, we still haven't got to your best gig.
I really enjoyed one we did for. That's how Mike.
What were we saying?
That's how Mike Patton would have done it from Mr. Bungle.
That was your sound check there.
No, we did a gig at Monkey World.
Oh, that was a good one.
What?
Sadly, the chap who owned Monkey World with his wife, he passed away sadly, and his RCD was in his car. So his wife got in touch with us and asked us to play a little sort of, not a wake, I wouldn't call it, but like a little celebration of
like
his
a Memorial
existence,
Day,
like a Memorial Day, and
Because you're a Capuchin.
and
And you sent it to him because...
Well, no,
I did. Yeah,
Did you send it to him? Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
damn! I
because
thought he'd actually bought
it's
one.
Monkey World.
And then because of that, she said, "I enjoyed that so much. You can come back and we'll give you like a private tour of Monkey World."
And you never did it, did you?
No, we did. I did. Me and a friend
Yeah,
did
you
that.
guys
So
did,
you
yeah.
guys, I didn't think you were free. So me and a friend did it. We sat in his little golf carts and we got to meet the baboons and feed the chimps and stuff.
How did I never know that story? We've shared a bed together.
we have. Yes, we
How
have.
do I know? How do I know? No, not know that story.
Yeah. Where was my invite?
Sharing a bed with Ben and a tour around Monkey World are not actually that dissimilar.
The listeners, just so you know, I'm quite hairy. All over. Bum, legs, feet, beard.
Yes.
Less so on the head.
Oh, right. Okay, can we get that done now? Because I don't want that going. Okay, right. So I'm losing hair.
We're all of an age.
But you two aren't.
Well, apart from Aidan, he's doing really good.
He's got so much Jesus hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Locks.
But yeah, I just feel empty there.
No, mate. If I pull this back,
it hurts.
I'm not. Yeah.
And there's no way of hiding this lack of hair. Anyway, we were talking about music.
Yeah, Faye, I was going to ask you.
It's been like this the whole time.
We've been talking about us when you're here. Your favourite gig?
There's no agenda here.
No, come on, go on.
Of all the podcasts I've done, right? There's always an agenda for the podcast.
This one.
I have got a beer, but there's no agenda.
So you're on your favourite gig?
Oh, my favourite. I think there's been so many.
Do you prefer? Because I know you do with multiple band members. You do solos. You do the works. Don't you? You do anything that comes here. And that's. Do you have a preference? Do you prefer?
No. Do you know what? Some gigs they completely vary. You can play a gig to 8 people, and it's amazing. Yeah. And you can play a gig to 200, and it's just not right. Yeah. I did a gig in Liverpool earlier in the year. Last year. Sorry, in October, and there was 12 people in the room. Yeah. It was like a living room gig. There was my friend Margie and her friends, and I played for about 2 hours to these, and it was just lovely. It was just really.
Was
great.
there free cake?
And there was cake. Yeah. Oh. And I'd play a song, and then people would they asked about the songs.
It's that simple, isn't it? You play a song and people listen.
Nothing better.
That's as simple as we want. That's all we ever want, I suppose, isn't it?
It's to understand it.
Yeah.
And to feel what you're trying to achieve. Yeah. I think that's it. And I think I played. There's so many. I'm trying to think of my favourite ever gig. God.
What's your biggest crowd?
Oh God, my biggest crowd was probably the Bristol Balloon Fiesta. Actually, really? It was crazy.
When was that then? I don't know about this one. Was that before I was on the scene?
That was I was in the Sennheiser Live and Unsigned competition in 2004 probably, or 2005, and we got to the final of that. We just won loads of Sennheiser gear. Yes. And I've still got it. It's like headphones, mics, drum mics. I don't even got a drum. We got all this Sennheiser gear. We didn't win. But because it was the second ever gig with the band, it was like really early on. But yeah, the crowd was just you look, it's just a sea of people, absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
But like I played the Brook many times. We played Shepherd's Bush Empire
with Passenger. When Passenger was with a band.
Yes, God, yeah, he was with a band.
Yeah, that's right.
I think one of my biggest crowds was probably supporting David Gray in Southampton Guildhall.
That's a big gig, yeah.
I think that was probably one of my favourite gigs because it was supporting someone who I absolutely adored.
Would you have played that one?
I wasn't invited to that one.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think.
I wasn't invited because...
But you have done multiple gigs at the Guildhall in Southampton.
Yeah, not with Ben though.
I remember you talking about one that you did, but I thought it might have been the same one. Sorry, carry on.
We've done... The thing is, so Dlugokecki, my band...
is it ever morphing?
It changes all the time because each gig... The thing is, you guys know what it's like, I suppose. When you go out to do a gig, there could be about 5 or 6 people there. Yeah. And if you've got 6 people or 7 people who have got families and they do all these brilliant things, bring everybody out to do a gig, it's got to be really great and worth it. Yeah. And I like to do the smaller ones with either just me on my own or bring our new singer or our percussionist Zahn along, because actually... they're more mobile, and then we can go and do those shows in smaller places and try and build up a bigger crowd. But the band, I've loved Aidan since the moment I met him.
Of course he does.
He's like
the first time I spoke to you on the phone, you were having a wee.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How do you remember those things?
How do I forget that?
Do you know? Could you hear it?
Yeah, you told me I'm having a wee.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Was that like, do you want to be in my band?
Yeah, pretty much, before I even met him.
How did you get in the band? I can't remember.
Andy Wilde.
Yeah, Andy Wilde knew you, and he got you in.
Yeah, because I was teaching bass at Taunton's College while he was still teaching music there, and then he was doing stuff with you, and then they needed a bass player, so...
That's it, and you came in. You joined the world of Dlugokecki.
That's it, and I haven't escaped yet.
No. Do you ever think of retiring and going, oh, I can't be doing that anymore?
Well, we tried that for about 3 years, didn't we?
Yeah. I did retire for 3 years from...
Well, you actually said yourself, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done for a while. Or I'm done.
Well, I had a breakup with my ex-wife, and it was quite traumatic. And I wrote 2 albums. The first one I was really happy with, are the songs that we wrote.
Is that putting the tracks in front of the train?
No, 48.
Oh, okay.
And I was really happy with the songs that we wrote.
Yeah.
But then I went to write an album after that.
So what was the concept of 48? Because that's quite interesting.
Well, 48. Well, I broke up with my ex, and I was just lost because I didn't have any plan for the rest of my life. You know, I had no idea of what was going to happen. I had a little girl, a 3-year-old girl, and a 2-year-old girl. Sorry, and I didn't know where I was going to live. I didn't know any of that. So we just basically Googled somewhere to live in Bishopstoke.
Yeah.
Found a place, moved in there, and then thought, well, what am I going to do now? I have no idea. So writing an album was my first thought.
Yeah.
And me and Boyd, the drummer in Dlugokecki, we were on a journey.
He's been on the podcast.
He was on it. I think last time, wasn't he?
No, like 3 or 4
3 or 4 ago. Well, we were in a car, and we said, "Oh, wouldn't it be great to write a really good breakup album?" You know, and I said, "Oh yeah, it'd be brilliant." And we were laughing along, like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny?" And then, like 3 weeks later, we're writing the breakup album.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's fate. But we it was therapy for me. It was sitting.
Is the word cathartic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cathartic.
But I would sit in my new flat and just write all my emotions, all my thoughts into these songs, bucket them in, and I loved it. Yeah, and then we recorded that album. I was really happy with that. And then after it, I did another 48, so 48 Part 2.
What's your favourite track of 48 Part 1? Because we can play music on this.
Oh, my favourite is 48. I love that song.
Shall I put it on?
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
48. Here we go.
Let's go.
How do I play this out over and over again like a broken record? Scratch after scratch on a record that's replaying, just like a CD never playing. Many discs never really caught on, nor did I. Well, build me an arc, build me an avenue for all this pain to travel through, for I have to endure another 2 days of truth. Here we go. I've got 48 hours to go. I have 48 seconds on my phone battery, 48 chances to see all the 48 signs to read. My heart pumps 48 times the speed. I said 48 tears, you're bleeding. I've got 48 hours to go till I'm finally alone.
Yes. I always hate the bit when we come back from a song.
Because I bet you say something.
No, but I don't think I've heard that before.
The thing is, when we did 48, I was in a bit bad place. This was before Spotify. It was before iTunes, really. We were start putting songs onto iTunes, so it didn't really.
Who's that?
See, I've got it on.
Yeah, it was me.
I've got it on silent.
It was me. It's my mate Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. He's listening.
But that's basically what 3 instruments. You got your acoustic, which you play. You got Boyd on the drums, Aidan on bass.
Yeah.
And then obviously you singing the vocal.
It's actually quite stripped back now I'm listening to it.
I know, that's what I sort of thought, but it's still quite.
Well, the concept.
There's a lot of movement in it for those 3 basics sort of thing. You know?
But for me, the concept was it's got to be quite stripped back.
Yeah, but it's cool. We were going to do the whole thing in 48 hours, which was like for 48, wasn't it? So the whole thing was recorded, mixed, mastered in 48 hours.
Yeah, and you can hear how raw that is. I mean, if you compare it to our stuff that's out now, like The Bliss and Light Years, which is coming out in February, it's like, well, that's massive production, but that's where we are now. But there, I was so just just full of absolute rage and sadness. And it was just like poured onto those tracks. But when I went to do the second part of that album, so 48 Part 2, I wrote what I felt was one of our best songs, We Are Loved.
Oh yeah,
And then
that is a good.
So how much distance gap between the two?
it wasn't long actually. It was only about 6 months.
Really? Did you have a change of
Partner?
No. I was going to say change of mental where you were, sort of thing. You know, in those 6 months, or was that not enough time?
Have you been through a big traumatic breakup?
Yeah, numerous.
So it's like a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
You go, and it is for me. It was like a death of an amazing friend, but then that friend's still there, but you're not really there with them. So you have to move on, and that journey is captured in those two albums, 48, and my new album actually. My new album is very much about that's done now, and this is what's now, and this what's now is awesome, and it's free from the pain. And it's,
When is the album out?
God knows. I reckon it'll be done. I don't know, June, May.
Okay.
But at the moment, but it's weird, isn't it?
Just finding that out now. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's meant to be out in October. It's just that then I had a baby, so that kind of took priority.
Yeah.
And actually, I want to get it. You know,
Sorry.
there's. Oh, sorry.
No, that was me. I was bashing my headphones against the microphone.
Brilliant.
Play a bit of the other track we just mentioned.
We Are Loved.
Oh, We Are Loved. Yeah. So can I just talk about We Are Loved quick? So
Yeah.
So I had finished 48, the first part of it, and it was all about the breakup. And then after that, I thought, right, what's going to happen now? So then I started on the journey of trying new relationships, trying to get over what had happened. And then 48 Part 2 was just really about just how crazy the world really is. It's like, and your heart and how you mend it. And I just went out there and just went blur again.
Yeah.
But that time, when I did 48 Part 2, I wasn't in love with writing. I kind of just I felt I'd written everything I had to write.
We Are Loved is a good song.
We Are Loved.
It's my favourite.
Yeah, I think lyrically as well, it's really pure lyrics. It's really simple melody.
I played my fretless bass on that one.
I remember you
the-
showing it to me, and you were proud. I remember that.
I think it's the best bass you've got on all the songs. I mean that because it as soon as I heard We Are Loved the first time with your bass on it, it was like, oh, there you go.
This is why
That's
I've had
a
this guy in the band for 11 years.
Yeah. I have you because not like I have you, but you know.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
You are.
Oh, baby. Because you are incredibly, and you'll agree with me, Carl, on this, is that you're incredibly easygoing
Oh yeah.
and probably the most talented musician I've ever met.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
But
It's
also unpredictable and a bit of a knob, which I love as well.
I think I tick all the boxes, don't I?
Does he put ice cubes? Does he put your shoes in the oven? Does he,
No, I don't. I put them in the freezer.
Exactly.
No, but he has unscrewed all my doors in my flat, so that when I came home, and they were all closed, and I was like, "What's going on here? Why has he closed my doors?" So as I turned the handle, that door fell off. As I went into my bedroom, then I went to my front room, that door fell off.
Jesus.
He's good. He's definitely good
true.
like that.
That's true.
Definitely
I did enjoy putting your. That's on YouTube actually. Putting your shoes in the
My shoes in the
freezer.
freezer, yeah. And if you ever do it, they become
overnight.
really crunchy. Oh, like
Fresh, really fresh.
yeah, awful crunchy shoes.
Shall I put We Are Loved them?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I do. This one I do know.
Here we go.
We don't need any words, any symbols to light the way. 'Cause we don't need the evil empire, forgotten armies, just to feel alive. All I need is you, 'cause we are loved, 'cause we are loved, 'cause we are loved. Can't you see? Yeah.
It's good Oh, we've just been talking about that song's been going on. We all said good shit. It's good shit. Good, and then you said good pop-tastic shit. And I was going to say good euphoric pop-tastic.
I listen to me as a kid. When I used to start this, I used to think I was indie acoustic rock, but I am pop rock. And if you listen to the best of Dlugokecki on Spotify, which is called Archive Plus,
Yes.
it is pop. It's rocky pop.
Yeah.
Which when we were in America, we toured America. We didn't tour America. We played a few places in America, and this American guy just went up to me and said, "You're a Rocky Poppy." Rocky Poppy.
No, I'm Ben. But but there's nothing wrong with that, is there? It's like people say, pop music's not a swear word. I don't think. You know what I mean? It's just.
And you guys are fusion jazz.
Well, I don't know anymore. I think we're just a bloody mess nowadays. It's like just how many genres of music can you fit in one song is what we are. But we're having fun. We're having fun.
And that's the same with Dlugokecki. It's kind of you play with all different types. I think. On our new album, I think it's some of the songs are acoustic, some are piano driven, some are.
That's quite electro driven. There's quite a lot of samples going on there, or a loop and.
Actually, the new album has had very few samples used. Actually, it's quite mainly live instruments. So an evolving outfit.
That's good. Does everything start with you? Does every song start with you? Like,
I think it does at the moment. Everyone's very busy, and I don't know. It's a very weird thing. We're not like a traditional band. We've never ever got in a room and jammed. Have we? And I think I've tried it with Boyd, just me and Boyd.
We wrote one together.
We wrote one.
Did the game? I like that one.
Yeah, we should play that later. The game we wrote together, but I don't know. I don't write much at the moment because I'm trying to finish this album. And in my head, I don't know how you guys work. I'm like, right, I've written this album. It's ready. Why would I write anything more? But then every now and then you go, oh God, I really feel like getting a guitar and writing a song. And there is no better feeling than writing a new song and you go, oh, I love that. And then if you're hearing it in the morning, and mine is if I'm listening to it in the car, I'm like.
So do you record it when you write it, as you write it, do you?
I kind of, when I write a song, I will start with the name of a song. I always come up with a name first. It's always I'll get a book. It's always a brand new book, and I will just write loads of names of songs. I mean, Light Years, which is the next single. I had that written in a book for ages. I thought, I want to write a song called Light Years. I don't know why. Even though there's a song by Kylie called Light Years, which I found out after. Good song. Listen to it.
The thing is, though, if you looked at every band ever and every song ever, you wouldn't write a song because everything's been taken. It's all there. You know what I mean? So you just got to go with.
Is there a song called Moist?
Yes.
Yeah.
By a band called Moist somewhere.
Wow.
In a world.
And there's not a song called Dlugokecki though, is there? And that is probably a good thing.
That's the next Caroline song.
That's it. How'd it go? That's it. Whenever I think of, I know I'm talking about your band, which I really should plug mine. But whenever I think of your band, I always do this. It goes dum, 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 dum.
Red Room.
Red Room. Dun, dun. Yeah, that's my thing in my head. Because I'm also a teacher, a special needs teacher in Winchester, and I used to play in my classroom, and because I used to like your CD because it had a coffee thing in it, and I used to rattle it.
Yeah, and, coffee beans and mum.
That's it. We used to play it to keep the children calm. So
that's the story. My mum put those coffee beans in 1,000. I think it was either 1,000.
Oh, we had an evening around your house, didn't we?
Yes, my mum followed on the next day, and she put 4 in each. And I was like, I come home that evening from work, whatever, and she's like, "Oh, they're all done," and I'm like, "Oh, mum, thanks." And I looked and I went, "Oh, mum." She's like, "What?" I said, "Oh, we really wanted 5 in each." And she looked at me like, hand them over. And I'm like, I'm only joking. But that's how nice my mum is. She was going to put an extra bean in 1,000 CDs.
God, that is a lot.
Oh, lordy. But anyway, Light Years.
Yeah, Light Years.
So, and then your process goes on from there. You get
you write. I write the song name, and then I go, right, I'll then sing into Logic or whatever I use to record at home. I'll demo it, and then I'll usually show it to Tim, who's our producer, and then Tim will either go, he's so enthusiastic actually, he always says, yeah, that's great, even though it may end up being toilet, but he's so enthusiastic about it. So then we'll tinkle with it until we've got it into a little position, and then we'll take it to Aidan, take it to Lottie, the singer, Boyd, the drummer, take it to Stu, the guitarist, and then we'll just muck about with it probably for about 3 years. That's our speed at the moment. We really are going to get we're going to put a deadline, I think, next year. But yeah, it's then play around with the song until it's feeling right. And actually most of the songs are almost there. They just need bits of pushing, and actually we find if you do one track at a time, I don't know how you guys work, but it's that if you do one track at a time and really put your effort into one, you can make it sound something really good.
That's the way. Well, I think we haven't got a method. Maybe that's what we need, is a method, because I think...
But do you jam? Yeah,
jam? We jammed probably too much.
See, I would love that.
And then you can... And then there's like, there might be an album's worth in that one jam. You just went off for an hour and 40. But it's like, unless you record that and go back through it, and that's where my laziness lies. I don't go back through things and...
See, you can in the car on long journeys.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
I'm very anxious about playing with it. I'm quite an introvert person, even though I'm quite extrovert. I know it sounds crazy, but I actually am quite insular in the sense of I kind of don't know what I would do, and also I'm not a great musician. I'm fine with saying that because I haven't progressed with any of my playing since in 15 years, and because I just know what I know. I don't know any more than that, and every time I try to learn, I just get bored. So
fair enough.
And
I think
I've hit a wall there. But I think when you go...
No, but if you've got the tools...
I always get worried playing with people.
You've got the tools, though, haven't you, to write... You've got the songwriting tools. You've got what you need to get these, these items out.
These hits.
These hits, these pop-tastic wonders.
These massive super-selling hits. Actually,
that's all right,
we're seeing sales. We're seeing good sales at the moment.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
When you say sales, it plays on streams.
Streams, no, sales, CDs. I can't believe this. Oh, there you go, it is a good... CD sales. CDs are still selling.
Good.
I've manufactured CDs this year, which I haven't done for since I retired 4 years ago from songwriting. And yeah, I've almost sold all the CDs. I've got about 22 left.
How many did you make? 30, 40?
No, 200 of archive and 100 of Come Find Me special edition, which came out in January. And then, so they've almost all gone. And probably about 30 of them were given away free or stolen. And I say stolen, because, some people do steal your CD. I just think,
mad.
I was we were in a charity shop in Portsmouth and I found a Dlugokecki CD.
Which one?
Cool fame, that is.
Before the Storm, which is a 2005 release. 2005. When we supported Snow Patrol. So it's like... CDs still sell, and that pays for it goes back in and you can build more. So next year we'll order more. Yeah. We're going to re-release Archive, but probably with a bit more thought into it.
And the videos, the vestry videos are coming out. They look good.
Yeah, Archive, yeah. So when we retired, we decided to film ourselves because we'd never done that. So we hired a cameraman. He was really good, and we filmed us. We played our songs in the round. Well, not in the round. What's the word?
Snarky Puppy was the influence, wasn't it?
And yeah, with the old
lava
lamps.
Where was the venue? The Vestry in opposite the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that place. Yeah,
lovely place.
Yeah, great.
We just hired it.
I just did the signage for it. On a side note.
What, the logo?
The big the big thing that hangs out the front.
Oh, congratulations!
Created and hung that for them.
Is that what you do?
That's what I do. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I make signs.
Oh, and podcasts.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And buy us beer.
Yeah, well, you've got to have a beer. It's a present. It's the least. We don't pay you.
Don't tell him that.
What?
No, I know. I was aware of that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's okay. I got payment in other ways. Aidan's promised me something tonight. But we so the vestry was really cool. When we hired the vestry and we all played facing each other and recorded it, and those videos have been put onto YouTube. But yeah, it's just a way of trying to get our stuff around, really. Try and build a fan base and build a scene, whatever they do. But I've been listening to a lot about the Beatles and how they formed. Well, not that we had the Beatles at all, but how before they went to Hamburg, they were nothing, and they would play all around in bars and clubs in Liverpool. They go to Hamburg, they come back, and it's like
they play for bloody hours in Hamburg. They became a band in Hamburg, didn't they?
I couldn't believe how long they were made to play. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Yeah. And when we do cover shows, because I do cover shows as well as a side thing, And they expect you to play for what, 2 hours?
It's mad, isn't it?
But
65 song sets.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's crazy.
But back in the day, it was 4 or 5 hour sets.
Yeah.
That they were doing.
Wow.
It was crazy. And they're saying like their hands would just be bloodied every day.
Bruised fingertips, man. That's what I suffer from that after 45 minutes. That's how hard I play. But
you are bass as
bass,
well?
yeah.
2 basses, isn't it? No, you're keyboard, Caroline.
That's it.
Yeah. But do you it's your strings, isn't it? They're quite...
Well, I just play quite hard. Just because, I don't know, it's just how
you feel it.
Everything, punk rock sort of style. But I don't know, it's like, but when you've got some of the bass lines are quite fast, and some of we got, what's that song? Countdown, no, Countdown. Latin for Car Crash. That's a fast bass line, and you just got to find myself pounding it out to make the beat, and my fingers are going. But you got to get yourself there. So it's all good.
So I'm interested. How did the songwriting begin, and when did it begin?
Oh, I was a boy, obviously. We used to at school have music competitions called. They were called the Music Festival every year, and there was a best original song, what's the word, competition.
Yeah.
Every year, each house had to release one song. Every year, I would do it, and I'd be like,
Are any of those still part of the catalogue, or?
No. Well, I can probably. If you've got a piano in here, no, you don't. You've got a little keyboard.
No.
There was a song called "I Want to Be with You." Was my first song.
All right.
And it goes something like, "Please, I wanna be with you. Oh, please, I wanna be with you."
Sounds good. I like
Something
that.
like that.
That's good. It's quite catchy.
Is it original?
Quite a Beatles melody.
That's my first song ever written. I still
written?
remember it. Didn't win. Went back the next year, didn't win. Went back next year, didn't win. And then I won.
Ah.
And I just remember.
What was that song called?
It was called. I think it's called "Where Are You." I can't remember it. I know it's an A. A minor. I can play it on the piano, but I can't remember. But then I won, and then that feeling of like, oh my god, achievement. That feel of a song that you've written, people enjoy. It was just incredible. And then I just decided to just learn the guitar, because that also got you women. Because I didn't have much luck with girls. Because look at me. I mean, look at me. Look at me. No, I'm mildly attractive if you look at the.
Oh, did you look like this when you were 15?
You weren't the kid in class with the beard, were you?
I was the kid in computer club. It was 50p, and there was BBC micro.
Oh god, yeah.
It was brilliant.
Some schools had Commodore 64s.
Oh, we weren't that lucky.
I was lucky.
I had a ZX Spectrum when I was young, and I loved every minute of having that. It was brilliant.
Nice.
But
Were they the ones with the little rubber keys?
and the tape.
Oh yeah. You have to wait for 17 hours for a game to load up,
Brilliant.
and then it might not load up.
River Raid, Dizzy. Remember that? Dizzy the Egg. They were just,
Lazy Jones, was that? That was a Commodore game, I think. Lazy Jones.
yeah, we weren't allowed Commodore.
Oh,
They were the dark side.
I was lucky.
But yeah, I think my school, and then that's where I started learning guitar.
Yeah.
Just to try and get girls really, and it kind of worked. I wrote my first big song was a song called "Shine On,"
Oh, well, I know this one.
which was about my first proper girlfriend, and it's always been a song that I've really liked, but none of my bandmates, so Aidan, Boyd, Andy Wilde, Tim, any of them like. It's a really pop song, but I really like it. I still like it, and wish we could play it more. And Shine On was my very first song, and it's just one of those songs that people still always ask to hear.
Halfway point, halfway point, halfway point. Halfway point, halfway point, halfway point. Halfway point.
Oh, is that it?
So have you ever had an issue with the singing and playing at the same time? Did you have to learn that, or did it just come naturally?
I think I was watching my heroes just going, I want to be you. I think I idolised Paul Simon, David Gray, Damien Rice.
Oh, Damien Rice, yeah, amazing.
It was it was all that era for me, and that time, and then these singer-songwriters who didn't have much success, but I like them. Ed Harcourt was one. And
Yes.
do you ever hear his stuff? It's brilliant.
Well, we saw Ed Harcourt play with Eric Trefaz,
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
He is.
It
We
blew-
met him in Austin,
We
Texas.
met him in Austin.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow, what a dude! Is he a dude? I imagine he's a.
He was.
We had
he,
an interesting experience.
he was,
Already?
Yeah, well, he was really drunk.
And he forced you to buy him a beer.
Yeah, well,
Did
I didn't mind that. He didn't force me. He said, "Will you buy me a beer?" And I was like, yes, Ed, absolutely.
Of course.
But these were heroes of mine, and I used to sit just absolutely absorbing those albums, and still now I think of them, and they're like little nuggets of diamond for me.
Yeah.
And they helped me morph my songwriting into what it is now. It still is. I mean, if you listen to everything I've written, you can see the hallmarks of Paul Simon. Paul Simon's lyrics are very intricate. They don't always make sense. They're quite like, for instance, Call Me Out.
Yeah.
What the heck is that about?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big load of conscious nonsense, and he always says that about that song. And if you listen to songs of mine like Clog Up the System and I'm trying to think of another one which is lyrically crazy. Year by Year or something like that, off some of the earlier albums, they're just loads of lyrics which make hardly any sense, but I love the sound of the words and the rhyming, and that songwriting that still gives me that buzz. But at the moment, my songwriting's gone very much into craft, into I want a song with a really good chorus, really good melody, or one that has its own identity.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm aiming for at the moment. It's one that I really want to hear, a song that I will repeat over and over again. That's what I aim for now. But when I was a kid, I was just clutching at everything I could find,
just trying to
any
find
bit of inspiration.
whatever worked.
Yeah, and then I found the Beatles when I was 20 years old, and that was it. It was like went through every album, like religiously, and still do nearly every year, and just try and find new things from those albums. But yeah, and that's how my songwriting grew when I was young, and mainly to impress women. Actually, at the beginning,
I admire her honesty.
now my songwriting is mainly for me. It sounds really selfish, but it's my way of communicating. I think because I'm not a very good communicator. I may sometimes feel like I am, but I'm not. I quite like to put my thoughts and feelings into songs, and my way of sharing it is through that medium, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Can we talk about Travis?
Oh my god, we can talk about Travis for as long as you like.
Okay. You are a very nice man, and you're
thanks, mate.
And you're very intelligent and very witty. But your biggest fault is that you love Travis.
Biggest fault.
That's your biggest fault. And Travis, oh my god.
Okay, so
What?
Travis were the band that Coldplay wish they were. Okay.
See, all right, for a guy, I don't know Travis too well. I know they did the Britney Spears cover, which you probably hate that I know that, because
It's okay.
there's more to know about Travis than that.
Carl,
obviously,
there's a lot more. Jesus.
Well, but how do you? What are they? A fascination? Are they?
Well, I didn't mention...
Are they in the top 5, or what's going on?
Oh, Travis are in my top 5. I think The Man Who's probably my third favourite album ever. I think that's it. I think...
But it's so dull. It's
not
so dull.
It's not. It's brilliant.
It's so dull.
I love their instruments. I love the way they play together.
Well, the guitar. I mean, those bands have the guitar. Why them?
I don't know. Why do we like what we like?
I have no idea.
We've been eating celebrations, right? Look, why is nobody eating the Twix? Because we like what we like, and I fucking hate Twix. It's not a chocolate that deserves to be in celebrations. And if there's a trailer for this podcast, that bit should be the bit in the trailer. I fucking hate Twix. Rubbish.
Well, I was telling people you were coming on, and rather than saying, "Oh, Ben, he's that guy who had the song on Hollyoaks," or "Ben, he's that guy who once had Sandy Tom supporting him."
Songs.
They're like, "Ben, isn't he that twat who likes Travis?" I'm like, "Oh, hold on."
No. They'll be the guy. He's the guy who fucking hates Twixes.
Right.
So this has given me an idea.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. We haven't finished with Travis yet.
No, we haven't. No, this is on Travis.
Good.
We're going to have a quiz.
Okay. Really?
No, you look worried now.
Well, if it's about the songs, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't know anything about who Fran
No.
first girlfriend was.
I bet you do know that. I am going to play you little snippets of
brilliant.
a Travis song.
Okay, yeah, easy peasy.
And you have to tell me what they are.
Okay.
They're bloody little though.
Can I just sing along to it? Is that easier?
All right.
Will you be able to hear it on the thing?
It should come out on the thing, yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's literally each one literally lasts for 3 seconds. All right.
Okay, come on then.
3 seconds of
it's
audio.
exciting. Yeah,
you have to tell us the name of the song, and for bonus points, which album it's on.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll never leave you.
Closer, and that's from the album called. Oh God, not Where I Stand.
We've had him on the first one. We've had him.
No, you've got
it's
the song
boy,
title.
the boy with no name.
Has he got the song title?
The boy with no name.
He's got the song title.
Yeah.
He's got the song title.
Closer from the boy with no name,
Hold on. I don't actually know.
or Where I Stand.
You've got these songs together, and we don't know what
Do you
they are or what they're on.
A little fact about that: I duetted with Fran Healy.
The boy with no name.
Ah, look at that! 1-0.
You duetted?
At a gig in Bournemouth. He came out to the. I say duetted. He came out to the audience. I have supported some big names, and we can mention them later. That's great. But he come out into the audience with his microphone, and he was singing it, and I was the only one who knew the words to it because I knew all the words to that. And then he saw me. He came over and he gave me the mic, and I sang, and he was like, "Oh my God!" And that's it. And I did a selfie with him, which is on my Facebook.
Song 2.
Cough. Okay.
So what's up?
Driftwood Man Who.
Say again.
Driftwood Man Who.
Song 3.
Flowers in the Window from the Invisible Band.
That was before. That was like literally as it was coming up.
Can you see this?
No,
That was like.
I am really. I swear I've got autism.
Song 4.
Love will come through from. It's the. It's a really good album. It's from.
Which you can't remember the name of.
12 Memories. Thank
Alright.
you.
Next one.
I don't know this one.
Mana.
What the hell? That's not Travis.
That's the bad Travis wish they could have been.
You tricked me.
No, didn't. Straight in
Right.
with that's not Travis.
Are we done? Did I win?
There's more.
Tears in My Eyes from.
Oh, that's a bit vague.
I know I can sing the song, but I don't know what it's called.
It's called.
Oh, don't tell me. You say my eyes.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, My Eyes off of The Boy with No Name, which is their worst album. Side from Invisible Band.
Correct.
Look, brilliant.
He's all over it.
Sing Invisible Band.
Huh?
Sing Invisible Band. We could do this with any band.
We got 3 more. Any band.
Three more.
Well, any band I like. The rest of the podcast. Oh, come on, this is stupidly easy. That's Turn from Man Who.
You gone.
Shut up.
Oh,
Right, come on. Do the same, but with rednecks. Right?
They've only got one song. On
No,
Spotify.
there's 2.
There's one more. There's another song. Hold on, we haven't
Okay,
finished yet. Last one.
okay.
Last one.
Tomorrow will be Monday.
Yeah, Right in the Reach You, which is off Man Who. First song off Man Who, actually. Which yeah.
Are we talking Cotton Eye Joe?
Rednecks.
Rednecks.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's probably one of the best songs ever written.
Oh, that's a great track.
What's their other song then?
Poppin' an Oak. It's my girlfriend's favourite song.
Yeah, Poppin' an Oak.
Poppin' a Note.
Pin and Oak.
Play that.
Never heard
Play
it.
that for Mary. She would love it.
Oh, okay.
She absolutely loves this song. I often find. Brilliant.
It's just Cotton Eye Joe again.
Yeah, I know. And it actually got into the top 10.
That's amazing.
Well, I love Poppin' on Oak. I think it's the song, Cotton Eye Joe wished it was. Wished it was. But yeah. So getting back to Travis, they just write a really good tune and a great chorus. That's all you want, surely?
No, I want more than that.
Yeah, I need a bit more.
Yeah, but that's it. You are Twixes, and I'm 12.
And you fucking hate us. No.
No, I know. I live in a world where some people like Twix and some people like 12.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's what makes the world go around. I like bounties. Oh God, too
Well,
much.
here's a bounty. Look.
Too much silence there.
Jesus Christ! I hate Bounty.
Oh,
I like it, but it's very, very high calories. And as you know,
How'd you know that?
It's the most highly calorific celebration.
How do you know that?
Because it does. Bounties are full of calories. Everyone knows
I
that.
didn't know that.
Everyone knows that.
I'm a bit scared now. I've had 3.
Yeah, but you are quite, you're quite, slim.
Trying.
Yeah. You are well trained.
It's changing slowly.
Well, don't eat Bounties.
Yeah. Okay.
Eat the Twix. Twixes are okay.
Okay.
Travis can write a great tune, a great chorus. They've released, about 4 or 5 brilliant albums. Okay, 3 of them aren't too good. But,
4 or 5 brilliant, of which 3 aren't that good.
No, they've written about 10 albums.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then 3 or 4 of them are good.
Okay,
Ode to J. Smith is terrible. And I think they know that. Because there's not one single on that album. But yeah, they just fill my heart with joy. I'm seeing them next Wednesday. They're playing The Man Who the whole way through at Portsmouth Pyramids. And tickets are on sale, and both of you should come.
I'm not going.
Why?
When is it?
Next Wednesday.
Can't do next Wednesday.
Why?
Well, I don't know, but I'll think of something.
If I got you a ticket, would you go?
No.
Will they play the Britney Spears one?
No, they don't
going.
do it. No,
Not going.
Why are they remembered for that?
I know, it's a sham, isn't it? Sorry.
They wrote Right to Reach You, Driftwood, Turn.
No, I know. Yeah, I know a few of their songs. They've just never been that band that they've never grabbed me. Sadly,
Rednecks didn't either.
Rednecks, sadly grabbed me a little bit more. But
How old are you, Carl?
45.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Really?
He is.
You look good for your age.
Thank you.
I think
Thank you.
it's a generation thing.
It is.
I didn't know Stone Roses until this summer.
Oh, mad, yeah.
I heard of them. I never listened to a track, and I listened to them all summer. It's amazing.
It's a massively interesting subject, that, because I don't know, my you got your groups, your friends, and what they're into.
Yes, absolutely.
That dictates what you kind of listen to.
Or
sometimes.
your family, actually.
Your family can dictate, yeah. Because I've got my dad and my mum, like the Carpenters, Status Quo, ABBA. I love those bands. And then my mates, we're all Jane's Addiction, Chili's, punk rock sort of stuff, Minor Threat, Black Flag, through to Ween and all that. And
Ben knows all those bands.
I don't know any of those bands. When you said Ween, I was like, oh my god. Is he talking English? No.
But but then those bands I missed out on. I probably missed out on Travis because they were probably.
Shut up, Aidan.
Oh, no, because they were in the charts and all that, and I never really listened to the charts. And I never.
That's an obvious progression from Minor Threat and Ween to Travis.
Well, they both got guitars.
That was true.
I still remember.
Ben loves those instruments.
My first ever day of university, I walked into Virgin Megastore in Southampton. And I had my student loan. It was loads of money. For the first time in my life, I had like $2,000. It was incredible. And I walked into Virgin Megastore, and I walked in, and I said, I went straight to the desk and said, we were a cool band at the moment. Oh, there's this new band. They've released a single today. It's their first single. It's in a band called Elbow, and it's a song called Red.
Ooh.
And it was their first proper single. They'd had one before that, I think, called Powder Blue, and it was their single. It was right at the bottom of the shelf, and I just picked it up. And I think it must chance, because this was years before the Mercury Prize winning album, The Seldom Seen Kid. And I just, that again, Elbow, hearing them for the first time, miserable, depressing, just dark songs. And that was an awakening for me, is that you could write songs that didn't need to be cheery and happy. And then that was my era. Star Sailor, I mean, Love Is Here, which I still think is a really
Boyd's
good album.
favourite band.
Stars?
No. The next band you're going to say.
Travis.
No, Top Loader.
I thought you were going to say Top Loader. Oh, you did.
Top Loader, yeah.
Now, we could argue. I don't want this to be a diss Top Loader session. Because we talk about this in band all the time.
We do,
Top
yeah.
Loader are great. Onka's Big Mocker is a great album. And that's it. We're not going to have any more discussion. Top Loader were there. And then that was it. And then but David Gray's White Ladder was probably the biggest thing for me.
Damien Rice's O, or was that a bit later?
Yeah. See, O was a bit later for me.
That's an all-time great. I love that.
It's incredible, and it still is.
Album. Yeah.
But see, for me, David Gray just continually wrote brilliant albums. Obviously his sales plummeted after White Ladder, but for me as a songwriter, I can see through that. As songwriters, you can. Even Paul Simon, his last album. What is he, 76? His last album, Stranger to Stranger, was just...
sorry, I keep whacking myself.
Wristband.
Was Wristband on
Wristband,
that one?
yeah. Great album. I mean, and he's still popping it out. Again, but sold what 1% of what Graceland did. You know?
Yeah.
But it's still the songwriting is still perfect.
Graceland, brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
I had that on
pure
just the other
genius.
day. Just the other day, yeah.
That album I can put on and it transports me straight to my youth and straight to being a young boy, just feeling music for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's why we do it. This is deep fire passion from our youth, which burns. I don't know. It's,
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask a bit of a question, which has got a private side to it.
Uh-oh.
No, private, personal for me. Advice for a beginning songwriter.
Are you a beginning songwriter?
Well, yeah, in some ways I think I am, because I'm trying to do this whole put together songs where I'm fronting them and actually going to try and sing and play guitar rather
do you
than...
sing, Cole?
I try, and sometimes I feel like I get it really right, and then the next day I just like, where's that gone? And I just don't think I do it enough. I'm one of the world's best van loud as you want singers on the way to work.
I thought you were going to say the world's best person at making signs.
No, yeah, who else?
I mean,
know.
if that's
But like-
also what the podcast is for,
You know what I mean? But
is
it's-
pushing the signage.
Pushing the signage. Yeah. No, but I'm that guy with a million ideas. I just got no idea how to go the next step. You know, what do you do? What do you do out of interest?
It's kind of what you want. I think works for me. It's like if you're interested in it, and it's your passion. If you can feel that someone else will like that too, then it's your job to build that. Do you know what I mean? If you found a melody or a lyric that that's really great, and if it's original enough, because I think we've said this before, it's very hard to write something completely original.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah.
All my songs are the same. They probably are all the same chords and the structure, but it's all changed around and there's different themes about them. I'm not, I'm not inventing the wheel.
No.
But I think that's it. If you feel, if it gives you the buzz and you can transport that into somebody else, and then that is the real feeling of a songwriter. But I think for me, it's literally like, if I'm writing a song, it's mainly to fulfill a need in me to get it out, and then hopefully, and the best feeling in the world when someone says, oh, "I quite like that song," and I don't think people understand. Even if by saying, "Oh, I quite like that," or "Oh, that was great," for me, that's like a, "Oh my god."
That's success, isn't it?
Yeah, it's someone going, "Wow, I quite like your song."
Yeah.
At work sometimes someone will come up to me and go, "I heard your song."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, it was really good. I didn't know you could sing." I said, "Yeah, I've been singing since I was 15." But then I really like it. I was like, "Oh, good." And come to a gig and come support us and
Get involved.
Get involved, exactly. But it is the thrill of being a songwriter is just incredible. You know? But for me, having a bank of so many songs, because I have got so many, it's nice. It doesn't feel like they're mine. They feel like a different me, because that's so long ago. So it's quite exciting having a new era now to see what we're going to do with that, really.
There you go. Does that help?
Yeah, no, it's good. It is that old adage of just go with what you know, and if it makes you feel good.
Yeah, surely. I mean, why else would you do it?
Because what else is there? Yeah.
Yeah, why else would you write songs apart from? It's a hobby, isn't it? It's an addiction. It's all those things, and you've got to have a passion to do that thing. You've got to be like, all right, I want to get that done.
Yeah.
You've got to, and also at the moment you need to have that drive, don't you?
Well, that's why I was interested in talking to Boyd. I remember talking to Boydie, and I asked him about keeping the enthusiasm, how it waxes and wanes, and how some days it's like really strong, but usually you're at work, and then you get home and you're knackered and it's not there, and it's all that, and so it's all these podcasts. I always ask a question that helps me along the way a little. You know what I mean? So
Good stuff, Carl stuff.
Yeah. Well,
it's getting there. It's
So is it called? Has it got a name? Is it just called Karl?
No, I don't know. It's just writings over the last probably about 4 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I've only ever played guitar once on a Tupe album. I did a little funny little I can't even big dollar it was called or something. It was like a country guitar sort of lick, and I've grown from there. You know what I mean? I can play. I'm all right on the guitar and all that sort of stuff, and I'm just bass. I like to keep for Carolines nowadays.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I can
What sort of genre is
present
it?
more of a song. I don't know. It's kind of it's upbeat. It's a couple of down tunes, but it's quite intricate in places. And
Was it singer-songwriter?
Yeah, but I think it's more based on the melodies and in the guitars.
Yeah.
With vocals interjected, because I don't feel so strong in that department just yet. Do you know what I mean? So I think I need to get something down, get that out there, and smash forward with it. And
It is, isn't it?
And see how it goes, you know, and then hopefully get more.
Is it scary being a songwriter and putting it out there?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I've always been that sideman sort of thing. That's what That's what I'm asking you. You're front stage.
Yeah.
Man. Everyone's looking at you all the time. You know what I mean? As soon as you sing, head swing towards the singer, and I've noticed that all my.
I don't know. They do look at Aidan and.
Well, that's because he's got beautiful blonde hair.
Exactly. Well, the thing is you being a front man and being the person at the front is amazing thrill, and it's great, but also it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's daunting.
And actually now more than ever, it's all about people's time and my time, because I've got a family who I love, and I've got brilliant friends and everybody, but the band, Aidan's my family. I've known him for 15 years, and Boyd and even Andy who's moved away. These are family people who you don't want to spend. You want it to be a really good experience for everyone, and that pressure is really difficult to deal with, because as a songwriter, you've got so many heads. You've got to make sure that everyone in the audience is enjoying it, everyone in your band are enjoying it. If you could actually quieten your mind and go, right, actually, we can just enjoy this and let it be what it is, then that is the biggest skill. It's like juggling, isn't it?
I can imagine. Yeah.
But responsibility is the biggest thing. I think if you're a frontman of a band, is you carrying a lot of the weight. And also, who names their bloody band their name? I mean, how egocentric is that? But that's not my fault, you see, because that started years ago. Because when I was writing those songs when I was a little boy, I did my first album called His Constant Nonsense, and I went to do the album cover, and I put Ben Dlugokecki on, and I thought, oh, that looks really long. On the CD, it looked really long, and I thought, okay, and then there was bands, it was like Madonna, there was Queen, there was another one. Prince was a big one. Yeah, they had just one name, and I thought, oh god. And then Dlugokecki is such a unique name. I thought it could be the name on everybody's lips because it's so hard to say, but that didn't really work. And then it's like that branding thing didn't work. And then lots of people throughout the years have said, oh, why don't you just change the name or rebrand it as a new band? But then, is it worth it now? 37. I think keep on going as you're doing and just enjoy it as it is. I mean, do I really want to be playing stadiums? Am I ever going to be playing stadiums? No way. But how far can you take this at where you are?
Exactly.
You never know what happens though. That is the main thing. If you do nothing, nothing happens.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you do something, something leads to something.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything tends to lead to something else.
Yeah.
And that's one thing especially over the last year I've found, getting out there, doing stuff again, meeting new people. I did a radio session on Sunday for Flash FM in Portsmouth, just a random radio station in Portsmouth. And it was fantastic. And I met a really good bunch of people there. Then they've introduced me to other people, and that's how it snowballs out.
And the networking starts again, and it's good.
And it's tiring.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But you've got to be able to have a good love of beer, and and sleep whenever you can.
Sleep when you're dead.
Yeah.
You didn't get much sleep with Jurassic Mark, did you? You worked hard on that.
God, Jurassic Mark, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah. Dragging it all out.
So Jurassic Mark, was a promotion company I made. Well, I put on gigs for Dlugokecki at the Talking Heads when it was back in Portswood.
I remember that.
And
I remember.
I remember doing it for the first time, and then I got the money afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, I've got there's like 200 quid here. This is amazing. I could do this again.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't think of a name, and I'd written a poem called Jurassic Mark, which was a stupid poem, and I was like, that's a stupid name. Let's call it that. Jurassic Mark Promotions. And then I did that for about 5 years of just putting on. I think we counted it was 825 acts over 4 years.
That's great.
How many gigs is that?
Oh,
good couple of hundred, I guess.
So many, yeah. Over 200, I think. It was. It was usually 2 gigs a week.
That's rivaling Max's records, Andre.
Yeah.
God,
See, Max's record. Oh, Audrey's a lovely, lovely guy, and I don't think I've ever done a Max's records. You know that? That's a fact.
No.
I know Andre well, and he used to come to Jurassic Mark shows, but never did a Max's record. If he's listening now, you know where we are. But yeah, we just put on. Some weeks we put on 4 shows. And then some there'd be attendances of about 20 people. But the most we ever had was like 290.
Yeah. Which one was that?
Nizlopi.
Oh yeah, which we played at.
We played that. It was with the JCB song.
And who was the guitar tech?
Oh, and Ed Sheeran was there. Yeah, Ed Sheeran was the guitar tech.
He was there, yeah.
Yeah, and I was the promoter of that gig, and I said, I think
apparently Ed Sheeran sounds like Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, play Dlugokecki.
It's not me.
Oh, it didn't work. Oh,
Is that to your phone?
No. Some mad. It's your
not there.
It's your Alexa, isn't it?
Oh my
No,
god!
it's definitely Siri.
What's that? There's an iPad on the wall.
Yeah, I've got an iPad on the wall.
Really bizarre.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yes, no. So Ed Sheeran was the guitar tech for Nizlopi, and I was the promoter. And I still remember it being really funny with them because they kept on having loads of like +1s and stuff. And I really.
You snapped.
I vaguely remember seeing him, but I can't. I can't find any photos or evidence that he was there. But I do. I remember him being there, but I can't remember it well. But yeah, he was the guitar tech on that tour. Yeah, for the.
I like the story about you don't have to say who it is, but about the banjo.
Oh, the day after.
Yeah.
Why can't I say who it is?
It was up to you.
Oh, Tom Hingley. He was a nightmare. Tom Hingley. Do you know Tom Hingley? He was the lead singer of a band called the Inspiral Carpets.
Oh yeah, right. I know that.
They had one quite big song, but he played the day after, and I put on the show, and somebody trashed his banjo.
His banjo was on stage, and someone put their foot through it.
Yeah, and
he wasn't happy about
so
it.
he demanded that the venue bought him a new. That was a guitar, I think.
Oh, was it a guitar?
Yeah, a guitar.
Okay.
Demanded the venue bought him a new guitar, and yeah, we lost a lot of money that night because nobody turned up. And he turned up in like a really terrible car. And when you think I was thinking this guy's the lead singer of the Inspiral Carpets. He's going to come with like an entourage, and just turns up in a dirty car, and miserable. Didn't even say hello, that kind of thing. But Jurassic Mark was really good fun when I was young. But then when I got older, it was.
You made each poster individually. It was hard work.
Yeah,
I remember.
it was exhausting.
Yeah.
I used to like the branding. I still quite like design and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I did enjoy Jurassic Mark. And then I met Mark Tutton, and James Wills, my best friend. And yeah, I decided to sort of hang my gloves up on promotion because it's just exhausting. But to see all those bands and to see so many and for nothing to happen from that, it's interesting of how few people really do progress on. I think of all the acts we ever had, I think only a handful went to do anything successful in the music industry. Is that because of it, we were just a small promotion company, or was it just that it's just really difficult?
It is that hard.
Over the years, you look at the Southampton scene, who has gone up into more success, and that a lot of the people I know really well have done really good things. But what is the end goal? What is the dream?
Exactly, yeah.
My end goal is just to have a really great time.
Yeah.
Is to have some people listen to your music and go, yeah, that was all right, well done. Then you have a beer, then you get a kebab, and you go home, you have a really good sleep, you wake up in the morning, you have baked beans on toast, and sausages in that, and then you can watch the news and have a cup of tea. That's great.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's it.
If I'm touring across, Germany in a broken down van, I'm going to miss my girls, I'm going to miss Nando's, because there's no Nando's there. So yeah.
No Nando's in Germany?
No, they don't do Nando's there.
Shocker.
They do bratwursts.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
And Steins.
Steins.
And other things, which we really shouldn't mention on the podcast.
No, but I think you're right. I think people's perceptions of success are very, very different. And I think, like for me, playing a gig, doing my own stuff at the minute, that would be a huge success for me. I'd love that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm striving towards.
So when you
whereas
planning
years
on doing
ago, I don't know. Don't pressurise me, man.
it's like Aidan with it. It's like us and the album. We'll do it when we're ready.
I tell you what, when your album's out, I'll do it.
I think after the podcast today, I might just get my diary and just choose a date and say that's when it's out.
Okay, but it is
Done.
recorded.
Huh? And then it's recorded on, and we must do it there because we have announced a date. And then you do a JPEG of like the date of the album, new album, and that's how you announce when your deadline is.
And that's when you're going to do your first gig.
All right.
All right,
And you can support.
Yeah, we have an album launch, then Carl can.
I'll tell you what, Carl, we got a gig on the 1st of February at Stage Door. Why didn't you support them?
Oh, pressure.
Oh.
That gives you, right?
I got to teach 2 other guys. Well, they'll learn them quick. It's Aidan and Rob. They'll be all right.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, do it. I'm there anyway.
You've got... Look at that. All really enthusiastic on there anyway. Jesus Christ.
What do you think, Carl? Can we tie you down on this?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Well, look. You've got until the 31st of January. There's your deadline.
All right.
And if I don't hear from you before midnight, then the gig goes to whoever hears this podcast and says, quite fancy supporting Dlugokecki.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's just taking that risk and going, do you know what?
No, it is, isn't it?
A bit scary.
Jumping in.
But, like, when I came back and did my first show of me playing my own stuff, which Aidan was at the Brook, it was terrifying, but stupidly so, but so exciting. It was like terrifying, but when I finished, it was like, oh yeah, that's why you did that. Great.
Yeah.
And the Brook is just the best venue in Southampton.
Yeah, great sound. Still great sound.
Great
is it?
sound.
Yeah.
Great team.
Always remember.
And the Joiners is brilliant too. Well, for me, the Brook is just. I mean, the Joiners is a great rock venue. It's great, and I've had so many great nights there, and I love Pat there, and it's a great place to be. But the Brook for me is just because of the type, the style of music I get to play there, especially my acoustic sort of style of music. It's a great venue. I do miss the old Talking Heads massively. I'd do anything to play back on that old stage.
We've all spent numerous nights there.
Oh,
amazing.
So many nights.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking. I've been there hundreds of nights. I knew every inch of that venue. Great, but it had its day. And some things move on. You know, and like Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Okay, hold on. How long have we been going for? 1 hour 17 minutes. Before we mention Star Wars, that's pretty good going.
Weird, isn't it?
He's that big a fan, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, some things change. I mean, The Last Jedi, the most divisive film ever made. I feel. Some things have to change. I don't know. I'm kind of warming to it at the moment.
What, did it put you off Star Wars?
Yeah, I was really
All
upset by
of
it.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Wow.
Favourite Star Wars film?
Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Said it to me. Why?
It's got everything you need.
Hoth.
Hoth Battle.
Brilliant.
Yoda.
I Am Your Father. Bosk. Boba Fett.
Yes.
Slave 1.
Slave 1. Great ship.
IG 88. I'm not being funny. The Hoth Battle alone is just the best battle.
AT-ATs. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
You're into Star Wars then. You're saying Star Wars words.
I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars a lot. My dad took me when I was very, very young, and I was just like, I think it was more first film I saw on big screen, and I was just like in awe of this massive picture. I was just like,
So which one? Which Star Wars was that?
first one.
You saw it on the original release?
Yeah. No. I don't
No,
think
because
so.
you'd been like 4.
I mean, yeah, I was young. I was 4 or 5 to be honest.
Oh, okay,
so it probably
maybe.
was. Yeah.
1977 it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, it was probably a rerun then later on because I was probably 5, and what am I now? 74. So yeah, it was probably 79. It was just
Are you
but
sure it wasn't Empire you saw in the cinema? Because that
It
was
might have
81.
been. It might have been. I can't remember, but I just remember being the film, not so much, but I remember the big picture and just going, wow, and the big sound. That blew my mind at that age.
Yeah, they worked hard on the sound. The THX thing was a big thing for them, wasn't it?
It was just amazing. But
I still watch it. I still think it's amazing.
yeah, they're great films.
Empire's the best. Empire. It goes Empire, A New Hope, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi.
Rogue One was great.
Rogue One was
Yeah.
awesome. Then Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Episode 1, which is controversial, Episode 3, Episode 2, Solo is the worst Star Wars film ever made.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not a Star Wars film, is
I
it?
like some of the design aspects of it. I like the way the speeder looked. kind of, you know.
Hurt me.
Yeah, did it?
I liked 2 bits of it, and that was it. And the rest of it, I wanted to die.
What's 2 bits?
I like the bit when Chewie comes in. I thought that was quite clever.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just think it's a rancor.
How they met, yeah.
That was good. There's one other bit I quite liked. I quite liked Lando. I thought he was alright.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't Star Wars for me.
Damn.
It hurt me. And ever since I was on a Star Wars ban actually since then. Well, Star Wars, like I wouldn't buy any Star Wars toys.
What, you were on strike, mate?
Yeah, Star Wars strike, yeah. And then the other day, Lily was on me, my baby, and I was like, I can't change the telly and I don't know what to do, and so I downloaded Solo and watched it.
Oh, and had another crack.
I fell asleep. I've never fallen asleep in a Star Wars film, mate. Never.
Oh.
So if anyone's hearing this from Lucasfilm, please correct it now. Let's sort this out. Let's get together. Let's all work together to make episode 9 really great, please.
Okay.
And maybe this will reach...
Ages till it's out, though, isn't it?
Huh?
Ages till it's out.
Christmas next year.
Yeah.
Trailer possibly next week.
Oh.
Yeah. And an Avengers 4 trailer next week. The last Avengers film.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, I didn't know this podcast was going into a movie podcast.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, thank you very much for coming in.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Is there anything else you want us to talk about before we start to wrap things up?
I've got a new album out next year.
We talked about that.
Well, I'm just going to give you a date for the album. The album is coming out on April the...
Hang on, are you just...
18th?
Did we say earlier there was no date, no nothing, and now this only is?
Yeah, there you go. Got one.
That's how we
Say
roll.
it again.
April the 18th.
What day is April the 18th?
I don't know. I made that up, but it's going to be out in April.
Oh, was you're backtracking it already?
No, it's going to be out in April. I've decided today.
Right.
19th of April on Good Friday.
Alright,
Oh.
okay. That would be a good Friday.
Yeah, great Friday. Our new single's out in January, and we're on tour in February. We're playing...
You said it was February, earlier. Which one is it?
I don't know. We need to decide. The thing is, I've just finished it. We finished it Monday. It's being mixed next week, and then we'll decide.
So why are we waiting for that long?
Because I want to make a great video.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think these days you've got to have a really good video, or something that's going to capture. Instead of just put it out there, it needs more than that to get people's attention.
Yeah.
And I love these songs so much. I really do.
People are fickle, aren't they?
But we've got to make them want to like your music.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, exactly.
But it's selling yourself, and I think I really love these 10 songs.
Is it not? No, that's a bit of a question. Is it not enough that the music's great?
I think possibly, but it's your thing. It's like I love my songs. I'm not afraid to say that. They're my children. They're you know, every time I play Too Many Borders or Save My Soul, which are my biggest songs, every time I go, I love it. You know, and it's like, they're like little nuggets of you. And I think when you get to play it live, you feel that drive. I just think. I've forgotten what I was saying.
No, yeah, you said
about Star Wars.
You said it.
And Star Wars, Travis are great. But the new album, new single next year. But please have a listen on Spotify and all the other places to hear Dlugokecki hits.
Where can they buy it from that gets you the most money and therefore me?
Oh, you can buy the album on Big Cartel.
Okay. Because Spotify is rubbish for money, isn't it? So Big Cartel is the place you really want people to go to.
We're making about £3 a month from I don't know, about 800 plays overall. It is bad, but do you really? I'm not really bothered about the money.
No.
We've all got jobs. We've all got.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just about people.
If it was about money, we'd all stopped a long time ago, I reckon.
Oh God! If someone said to me, like, you could either have 100 people watch you play and really enjoy it, or £2,000, I'd go for the people because I just love playing for people who want to hear your music.
It's the euphoric feeling.
Euphoric. Aidan's got his guitar out.
Oh,
do you do another song at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Are we drawing this to a close?
Why do you play it? Why don't I play the song? Or do you have to play it?
No, because it's just the way it is.
Yeah, but I think I'd be better.
I'm certainly not better than you at singing.
I'm better at melody than you are. You're really good at playing.
Well, there we go. So you do the singing, I do the playing. Sorted.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're going to play.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what happens.
No minute.
Become my world.
Right, Jesus Christ! There's too many phones.
Beeping now.
Ain't me.
All right. Okay. Give me a style.
Oh, can I have Mexican?
You got to do some singing about the other lives, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like Twix. It's the worst celebration in the box. There are 3 Twixes left inside the box, and only 1 Snicker. There's no bounty.
Ah, shit.
There is 3 Maltesers. There's no galaxy. And Travis are the best band around. And Dlugokecki.